The Seoul Pandemic, a story about a sudden tragedy that occurred right in the capital city of Seoul. Something is seemingly harmless, like frog eggs, that can carry a deadly disease that could wipe out humanity. The mysterious epidemic suddenly broke out, spreading rapidly and infecting a great number of people. How will the 10th grade students of Chung Ang High School survive in this pandemic? Can humanity control this disaster? In a small corner of the capital city of Seoul, a danger which can lead to an unprecedented catastrophe is presented. "Darling, are you here? This is the place where you dropped your phone?" the boy asked his girlfriend. "Yeah. Did you see anything?" Sigh. She dropped the phone and didn't know anything. What a truly poor memory. The boy scolded his girlfriend, but still searched for the phone. Unexpectedly, the puppy jumped out, that's why. The puppy must have sensed danger in this place, so it ran away and barked loudly until now. The boy took out his phone and tried calling, and indeed, it was the girl's phone lying under the sewer. It was under the filthy sewer, causing the boy to worry. "Seriously? It's very dirty down there. Do I have to reach down to get it? Quickly pick it up. Wait, what is that?" The boy was surprised to see a pile of eggs resembling frog eggs underneath the phone. The girl expressed disgust, but the boy was intrigued. Urged by his girlfriend, the boy reluctantly reached down into the drain to retrieve the phone. However, as soon as he touched the phone and accidentally bumped into those frog eggs, the boy froze for a few seconds. His girlfriend stood beside him, completely absorbed in taking care of her dog and oblivious to the boy until he exclaimed, "What are you doing? What's taking so long? Now?" The girl was about to say something else, but she found the boy's behavior too peculiar. "Are you okay?" The puppy on the girl's lap also sensed something strange and barked fiercely. "Hey, what's up? Don't scare me like that." The young man turned around with a hollow face. What is this? These disgusting eggs." The frog eggs that should have been lying in that filthy drain are now growing on the young man's hands. They developed rapidly. In just a few short seconds, the ugly frog eggs spread all over the young man's body. The girl screamed in horror. "Ah, you, don't come any closer." The girl hugged her dog tightly and ran away, leaving the boy in pain from the squishy frog eggs on his body. In her panic, she tripped over her own feet and fell onto the grass by the riverbank. The dog on the shore barked anxiously for its owner. When she regained her senses, the girl glanced over and immediately felt terrified. The grass by the river was filled with those terrifying frog eggs. On the highway leading to Seoul, there was a school bus from Chung Ang High School's 10th grade class. Inside the bus, there was a boy wearing a white baseball cap, deep in thought. "We'll be in Seoul in 30 minutes. Today is the first day of the field trip, and also the first time Samuel Lee sets foot in Seoul. Sitting in the car for 2 hours, he couldn't avoid feeling bored, but because this seat allows him to have a clear view of Selena, his mood isn't too bad. He has secretly missed her for a long time, but they have never had a proper conversation. He hopes that in this actual tour, he will have a chance to get to know her. He was lost in his thoughts when suddenly, a voice woke him up. "What are you looking at?" Justin Kim suddenly leaned his head back towards the person behind him, with a hollow and lifeless face that startled him. "Is it hot? Why is your face turning red? Do you eat candy?" "No, I don't need it. The weather isn't even that hot. It's just that he's thinking about the next time he can be with her. It's embarrassing to say it out loud. Hey everyone, look over here, class 10-3. A friend started raising her phone and encouraging everyone to vlog, so instead of the atmosphere in the car becoming dull beforehand, it filled with the laughter of the students. He secretly glanced at her, holding up 2 fingers with the camera, and then looked out at the scenery outside the car, thinking to himself, "Can I become closer to her? This trip is worth to look forward to." Upon arriving at the sightseeing location, Hebei, the friend, was still enthusiastic about her vlogging idea and even persuaded the teacher to film together. He just glanced over without paying much attention. What attracted him was Seoul itself. The bustling, complex, and overwhelming feeling is Samuel's impression of the capital city, Seoul. After a while of sightseeing, the 10-3 class took a break. Samuel sat under a tree, watching his friends filming a vlog, which made him a little nervous. I wonder if she would approach me first here. "Hey, why are you acting like a lost soul?" Justin appeared out of nowhere, startling Samuel, who was lost in thought. "Don't tell me you also want to make those silly videos?" The topic of conversation between the two male students is not concise in that vlog of hers. Justin shares recent rumors, but he is only focused on watching Selena answer interview questions in the vlog. He is so engrossed in looking at her that he almost makes eye contact with his friend. He worries that he has revealed his feelings too openly, causing her to discover his secret. "Oh, I heard someone new has come to Seoul for the first time, huh? Must be quite emotional, huh?" This sarcastic voice belongs to Jesse Kang, the class president and the heartthrob of 10-3 class. He is both handsome and eloquent, making it easy for him to joke around with friends. This makes him extremely jealous. Hebei began to investigate who had not yet participated in their self-introduction vlog, and suddenly caught Samuel and Justin chatting under the tree. "Hey, you two, have you still not been interviewed?" Under the enthusiasm of their friend, Justin started introducing himself first, followed by Samuel. Hello everyone. Hey, why are you so nervous?" My name is Samuel Lee, a 10th grade student at Chung Ang High School." "Samuel is the kindest person in the world." Hebei's unexpected comment made Samuel very confused. "So Samuel, do you have any aspirations for this field trip?" After hearing the question, Samuel unconsciously looked towards the tree where Selena was sitting, his face slightly turning red, and he silently thought to himself, "I want to be closer friends with her." While taking a group photo, a female friend was startled by some pigeons flying by. "Look at those pigeons, they're really creepy." Everyone thought it was just a joke. No one noticed the manhole cover near the flock of pigeons with a few feathers and some blood stuck on it. And underneath, no need to mention, with a place of thick, frog-like eggs. One of the pigeons was caught by the frog eggs, and it cried out, catching Samuel's attention. He stared for a moment before being interrupted by the class president, causing him to no longer pay attention to the other pigeon. "Just now, what happened? Did I see wrong?" No, it wasn't a mistake. The truth is that the pigeon has been infested by the frog eggs and is slowly dying in that filthy sewer pipe. Hebei's vlog continues even after the whole class arrives at the hotel and shows no sign of stopping. "Wow, this is amazing! We've finally arrived at the hotel." While waiting for the teacher to get the room keys, the class president is assigned to look after the members. Hebei's phone is still filming everything around the hotel, introducing the activities when she suddenly turns to a girl sitting alone on the waiting benches. Hebei starts speaking in an excited tone. Oh, everyone, do you see that girl over there? That's Isuri. She's truly the smartest student in our school." Isuri is sitting alone, murmuring knowledge to herself, completely oblivious to Hebei, who is talking about her on the phone camera. Two mischievous boys pop out of nowhere, leaning their heads into Hebei's vlog camera, causing her to get angry. Hebei's attention then turned to Samuel, who was also sitting alone, staring at his phone. Samuel is browsing through the photos students posted in the class group chat when he suddenly sees Selena send a sticker. But Samuel's attention focuses on Selena's new avatar picture. It looks really cute. "Oh, huh? What are you staring so intently at, Samuel Lee?" Hebei suddenly appeared behind Samuel, startling him. "Whose avatar is that?" It's nothing. Oh, whose photo is that, huh? Huh? Samuel quickly takes back his phone, but Heibe keeps pestering him with questions, causing him to stutter. No, it's just... I was looking at the photos everyone posted in the chat room. The excuse seems valid, but Heibe still doesn't quite believe it. She keeps trying to get Samuel to lend her his phone. After struggling unsuccessfully, Heibe gets called away by her friends to explore the fun elsewhere. Before leaving, Heibe gave Samuel an ominous smile that stirred up a storm inside him. If she had caught me, it would have been terrible. And it had to be her too. Heibe is so nosy, she'll spread rumors for sure. As Samuel is trying to calm himself down, a hand suddenly taps his shoulder. Hey, Samuel. It's the class president. What are you doing? I've been looking for you. The class president calls Samuel to continue their earlier conversation. The class president pulls his backpack down, taking out 3 bottles of soju. You brought alcohol. Shh. Everyone will hear you. Actually, me and some others brought alcohol here, but we're afraid the teachers will confiscate it all at once. So we're looking for someone to help distribute it and hide it. As soon as the class president finishes talking, the boys hiding in the small restrooms start poking their heads out, proudly showing the small liquor bottles in their hands. People start convincing Samuel to join them. Right now, I need someone to carry this bag. You just have to wear it, that's all. If we get caught, you have to stay silent and will become a hero for the rest of this field trip. What do you think, Samuel Lee? Do you want to participate? Join in hiding alcohol? They are still underage teens. Samuel is still sober enough to realize the importance of this matter. Without another word, Samuel turns to walk out the door. I'm leaving first. Seeing Samuel's resolute attitude, the class president is also a bit stunned. He decides to make one last move. Don't you want to get closer with any of the girls here? This hits Samuel's weak spot. Of course he do. He is looking for a chance to get closer with Selena, but doesn't have one yet. I forgot to tell you. Later, everyone will gather together. Check your messages. I've texted all the girls already. You should join too, Samuel Lee. If it's all the girls, that would include Selena too, right? Samuel is hesitating when Jesse adds more fuel. It won't be easy to get caught. Will you regret missing out on this chance? Samuel is trying to keep calm in front of Jesse's sweet talk, but thinking Selena will be present at the gathering, he finally agrees to carry the alcohol bag. The teacher and field trip guide arrive to bring the students to their rooms. Still feeling uneasy, Samuel catches Heibe's ominous smile again, sending chills down his spine. Before he could recover, Samuel was horrified by Justin's voice. Hey, what are you doing? Why do you look so serious? It's nothing. How could Samuel say he is carrying a pile of alcohol on him? Do you want to see this? I don't think I've shown this to you yet, have I? Justin immediately reveals a deck of cards in his shirt pocket, impressing Samuel. A card deck? Wow, you're so cool. Haha, of course. Not wanting to lose to Justin's boldness, Samuel gets excited. Justin, I'll show you this too, okay? Do you know what's hidden in this bag? As he spoke, Samuel unlocked the bag, revealing 3 bottles of soju that left Justin wide-eyed. You alcohol! Samuel quickly covers Justin's mouth, but his yell already attracts the chaperone's attention. You there? What's with all that noise? Bring that bag here, let me see. There is no way out of this now. The teacher rubs her temples in frustration upon seeing the liquor bottles on the table. Highs, can you behave normally? Kids these days? The teacher also couldn't believe Samuel had brought the adult drink on a school trip. There must be accomplices. The teacher interrogated him. Is this all? Tell me everything while I'm still being nice. Samuel had promised the class president Jesse, so he stubbornly refused to rat out his partners. Yes, ma'am. This is all. In the end, Samuel will still be punished as usual, But after this field trip ends, be prepared to call your parents in. Go outside now." Dejected, Samuel silently walks out. His mother will give him hell for this trip. Upon entering the room, Samuel immediately sees the class president happily chatting with another student. When Jesse saw Samuel come in, he stopped talking and immediately stood up, patting Samuel's shoulder consolingly. "Ah, Samuel Lee, are you okay? I was so worried about you. You're truly our hero. You're a real brother." Hearing Jesse and his friend's encouragement, Samuel also feels somewhat comforted. Seeing the liquor bottle peeking out from Jesse's backpack, Samuel excitedly asks, "In your bag? It's alcohol, right? You guys are going drinking now? Where are we going?" Thinking of the chance to get closer with Selena, Samuel becomes cheerful again. "Oh right, you should join too. I already told the others, but we haven't decided where to gather yet. That pesky homeroom teacher keeps patrolling, so annoying." Jesse and his friend turn away from the room, leaving Samuel alone, but not before leaving some words to reassure him. "Let's see how it goes first, then I'll call you." "So I'll just wait here, right?" Samuel asked sincerely. "Yeah, you must be tired. Rest a bit. I'll call you right when it's arranged." Samuel trusted them, sitting all night in the room, staring at his pitch-black silent phone without a single notification. Only now did he realize he had been tricked. However, this didn't upset him as much as the fact that Selena might have been present at that supposed gathering. Thinking of this, Samuel couldn't remain calm, silently cursing Jesse. The next morning, the whole class go on a tour of Namsan Tower. Justin teases Samuel for his first time riding the cable car, but he doesn't care at all. Samuel can only think of the gathering from last night. He stares at Selena's back from afar with bloodshot eyes from lack of sleep. It seems the distance between them has grown further apart. Samuel looks at Jesse happily teasing another girl, wondering what excuse he would use to justify last night. But it seems he doesn't feel guilty at all. Jesse had ignored Samuel since yesterday. That rotten bastard. "Hey Samuel Lee, I heard this is your first time on the cable car. He's a country bumpkin. Ha." "Shut up." With Justin interrupting his thoughts, Samuel can't help feeling annoyed. "Oh really? It's Samuel's first time too? I'm also riding it for the first time. There's a bit of excitement mixed with anticipation, right?" Hearing Justin's joke, Selena, who is standing not far away, turns to talk to Samuel, making him flustered and unable to respond. Selena's friend mentions Samuel getting caught with alcohol yesterday. Selena also chimes in with a few sentences. Samuel is elated, thinking Selena cares about him, making him feel they have gotten a bit closer. Riding the cable car, looking at the scenery outside, Samuel can only think about getting to chat with Selena. At this rate, he will definitely become close friends with Selena. Suddenly, every phone in the cable car receives an emergency message. Before they could read the full message to know what was happening, a pigeon suddenly crashed straight into the cable car window, shattering it with a hole. The pigeon looks very abnormal. More birds keep crashing into the cable car, then falling down afterwards. The pigeon's blood smears on the window, along with a mucus-like substance that looks like frog eggs. Witnessing the scene, all the students in the cable car stare in shock. The entire cable car is covered in that mucus. A succession of pigeons losing control slammed straight into the glass windows of the cable car, leaving many holes in the glass. Pigeons' blood and slimy mucus stuck all over the glass pane, then spread to a large area of the cable car. Everyone in the cable car had their mouths wide open at this sight. After a series of such freakish scenes, the students finally started screaming in horror. "Oh shit! Damn! That looks disgusting! What are those things? I need to record this." Witnessing the horrifying scene, yet no one had realized the imminent danger yet. "Holy shit, haha! We're being terrorized by these psycho pigeons in Seoul. Samuel looked at the pigeons but didn't know what to say. Their bodies were covered in all sizes of frog eggs, making them extremely freakish. Suddenly, a frog egg squeezed through the gap in the glass door, getting inside the glass, falling onto the floor, causing the students to panic. Samuel was pushed around by friends, so he accidentally stepped on Selena's foot behind him. When he realized he stepped on his crush's foot, Samuel panicked. "Oh, Selena, I'm so sorry. Did I step on your foot?" "It's okay. Everyone was squeezing so much." Selena knew Samuel didn't do it on purpose, so she wasn't upset with him. Because of the very close distance, Samuel felt absolutely wonderful in such a chaotic situation, yet still having the chance to stand so close to Selena made Samuel shy, not knowing what to do. The teacher was angry because she was squeezed by the students to the point of wanting to stick to the glass. "I'm about to be crushed to death? You kids are really... Come on, move forward already." The students pushed each other, moving forward. Dai suddenly noticed Kane standing bending down, staring intently at something. Kane was curiously examining that egg-like object. Looking closely, it seems to still be writhing. "What is it, I wonder?" Before he could find the answer, the cable car had reached the tower top. The two staff members at the cabin gate saw the slimy mess stuck to the glass and were also horrified. They thought it was a prank by the staff members at the mountain foot. What disgusting stuff did those people down there stick to the cabin? The students in the cabin immediately squeezed out, each expressing their disgust at that freakish stuff. Only Samuel was immersed in thoughts of wanting to continue talking to Selena and showing no emotion. Thinking this was a once-in-a-lifetime chance to speak to Selena, Samuel turned and started apologizing for the incident of stepping on her foot earlier. After babbling a few sentences, Selena also noticed Samuel's abnormality. "Do you have something to say to me?" Samuel was about to ask Selena to go to the observation deck with him when a piercing scream rang out. Gerda, who was walking down the stairs, was suddenly hit by flying frog eggs sticking to her leg. The boys behind noticed the freakish stuff sticking to Gerda's leg more and more. Out of extreme panic, Gerda conveniently grabbed her handbag and hit her leg hard, causing the frog eggs to fling off her leg and stick to her friend Maris's face next to her, making Maris fall down the stairs. "Those freaky things are sticking to my legs." A few friends walked down asking Maris when they discovered the frog eggs growing on her face. "Is there something stuck on your face?" The staff member walked over asking Gerda. Now her whole body was covered in frog eggs. "Hey kid, what's wrong with you? You okay?" Gerda frantically grabbed the staff's arm, begging for help, but the frog eggs started spreading to the staff too. "Sir, please help me. You're a staff here, right? There is some freaky stuff. Keeps sticking all over me." "Ah, huh, what is this?" The staff, with his arm covered in frog eggs, ran around in chaos, causing the students to panic, running into the cabin for shelter. A few people who hadn't gotten out of the cabin yet didn't know what was happening. Hebe was startled, hearing Gerda's screams. Looking out the glass door, she saw Gerda struggling with the frog eggs stuck on her. Hebe wanted to go out and see Gerda, but was stopped by Dai. The two argued loudly for a while. Gerda suddenly crawled near the cabin, raising her hand, begging everyone inside in a freakish posture. Everyone, open the door. Open the door. For me. Dai. Choi. Don't just stand there stunned. Hebe, no one is opening for me." Seeing that scene, the students screamed in horror, running to huddle in a corner of the cabin to avoid Gerda's freakish figure. Outside the cabin was now overrun by the frog eggs and infected people. The teacher was asking the staff about buying tickets to the observation deck for the students. While talking about the main issue, the teacher suddenly heard students screaming. Then, the whole group of students ran outside in chaos. The teacher was bewildered, not knowing what was happening. The teacher was about to run after the students to ask what happened when she saw Maris lying on the ground shaking. She ran over, asking if the student was okay, when suddenly she saw the freakish face. The girl's face had been deformed by the frog eggs growing rapidly. Seeing this, the teacher was speechless. After all, what on earth was it? Before the teacher could say anything, she was attacked by the frog eggs. On the cabin, surrounded by pigeons, the students were huddled together in fear in a corner. Two students spoke up, breaking the fearful atmosphere in the cabin. The one with a grey cap fearfully told his friend to check out the situation outside, but he was refused. Who would want to look at that freakish scene again? Kane bravely but shakily turned to look back. Seeing the scene of his friends screaming with an inhuman posture scared him into screaming and running into another corner of the cabin. Seeing that, all the students got goosebumps at their friend's freaky figure. She didn't look like a human being anymore. The parasitic frog eggs looked like part of her body now. At this point, she was no longer conscious enough to perceive anything. Samuel saw Selena trembling and panting next to him, so he asked if she was okay. Before she could reply, an emergency message was sent to everyone. Unidentified viruses had appeared in areas of Seoul. Screams echoed throughout the capital. People ran around in chaos, trying to escape the chase of the infected. The whole city had become chaotic, was unprecedented. The students standing in the cabin finished reading the message and immediately fell silent. No one could believe this was real. Everyone panicked to the max. Finally, an orange-haired student also realized what was happening. As he spoke, he glanced back, seeing that scene. He shouted so loudly that startled his friends. "What's that again? Gross! She moved!" The group looked at their friend outside the cabin. She gradually stood up, but she didn't look alive at all. She just stood there blankly like that. Could it be she had regained consciousness? "Someone try talking to her," someone suggested. Seeing their friend like a soulless corpse, full of frog eggs, no one dared to go near the glass. A bespectacled girl standing behind some people bravely spoke up, but didn't get a response. The orange-haired guy suddenly pointed at the main character, telling him to go ask. "Me, I'll ask. You're the closest to him." He instinctively wanted to refuse, but saw his crush next to him covering her mouth in fear. In that moment, he accepted this horrifying task. I'll do it. Let me call him once to see." Although being very scared, he still persevered in approaching the door where his friend was standing, fearfully asking. Seeing no attention drawn, the grey cap urged him. Speaking that softly, how can he hear? "Speak up." The main character didn't know what to do, so he moved closer. Seeing such a frightening figure, he was about to ask when suddenly everyone's phones rang at the same time, making people who were originally stressed, startled. He reached into his coat pocket and took out his phone to check the message. It was another emergency alert. It seemed the situation was getting worse. He glanced at the infected friend sticking her head on the glass door and couldn't say anything. Her freakishly deformed face with frog eggs, her whole body looked like a soulless corpse. He was about to say something when suddenly under the stairs came shouts and someone's voice attracting the infected friend's attention. "Ah! *T. Did you see that freakish stuff? It's all stuck on him. Shut up and hurry upstairs. If you don't want to die, let's hurry to the cable car." "Huh?" The three people were looking for an escape when they encountered the infected friend guarding the cabin. Before the three could react, they were attacked by her. Her face sprayed a slimy mucus straight at the three people standing at the stairs. The students in the cabin had their mouths wide open in horror seeing that scene. The man hit by the slimy stuff screamed in fear. Another person wanted to ask about the situation, but was shouted at loudly by the other. "Hey, hurry up and go! I'll crush these ***king things. Ah! ***K. The infected friend was like a monster, stretched her two arms to choke the man, while her face firmly stuck to the man's head. The students in the cabin panicked, not knowing what to do. "That uncle, shouldn't we go help?" "No way, are you crazy? If we run out to help, then we'll also be in danger." The truth was just that. Through everything happening before their eyes and the emergency alerts, they really would be in danger. The main character was squatting with one knee at the cabin door, witnessing his friend's actions. Seeing the man also slowly transforming, he broke out in cold sweat. Ignoring the others' arguments, he quickly locked the cabin door. Seeing his actions, the others were surprised. He also felt the strange looks of his friends and turned around. What is it? No matter what we say, locking the door is still better, right? If the door opens..." Before he could finish speaking, the cabin door was smashed by the remaining man. Open the door! Hurry up! I said open the damn door! It's coming! It's coming!" The man screamed desperately and powerlessly. The students in the cabin retreated back in extreme fear. The man outside was finally attacked by the other friend. Blood sprayed, making the students scream and turn their faces away. The screams of that man had completely stopped. The students turned back and only saw their completely transformed friend. Outside the cabin,